Hi everyone, this is Brian and welcome to my power case, Razor Quest.
You are going to practice a realistic case interview. If you are watching this on YouTube, I want you to comment on this video with your actual responses. I will then reply back with my assessment of your response as either good or great.
Okay, let's get started. Our client is the new Senior Vice President of Male Grooming for a major consumer product goods company. Our client sells a variety of products including razors, razor blades, shaving gel, and shaving cream. The client would like us to focus our attention on the razor and blades business unit. The company's razor and blades sales account for 60% of the U.S. retail market. However, the company is lagging behind rivals in India and other developing markets. In India, our client has only a 22% market share for its razor and blades products. Our client wants to know how can they dramatically increase their razor and blades market share in India. So with that said, pause the video now and write down any clarifying questions you have. Okay, in regards to a clarifying question you may have asked regarding if our client has any specific market share targets, ideally they would like their share in India to be as high as what they have in the US. So go ahead and take a few moments to lay down how you would approach this problem. Pause the video now, write down your structure, and then say it out loud. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical case structure. To address this problem, I like to look both internally and externally. Looking internally, I like to understand who are our customers, what are the types of products we sell, and what are our company's capabilities. Then looking externally, I like to see how does the market segment, who are the competitors, and how are they positioned. Now go ahead and let me know where you'd like to start and why. Okay, pause the video for just a few moments, write down your key questions that you like to explore, and then say them out loud. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way of examining and uncovering. So for customers, I like to know who are our customers and what do they want? What do they need? What are they looking for? For products, what are the types of products we sell? For capabilities, what are the capabilities across the value chain from manufacturing to distribution to sales? For market segments, what's the breakdown of the market segment? And what are the different sizes of segments? And then for competitors, what's the competitive landscape like and how fragmented is it? So here are some answers to your questions. In terms of customers, we will take a look at an exhibit in a bit that details our client's target, their needs, and their willingness to pay. For products, although our brand is strong and trusted, recent market research has indicated that our product is not resonating with a large segment of low-income Indians. We've heard that it's very unaffordable. For capabilities, we're not aware of any production or capacity issues. Our distribution is comparable to the competition. Our marketing investment levels are also in line with the competition given our share. For customer segmentation, again, we will take a look at an exhibit in a bit that details the types of customer segments in this market, how their needs differ, and their size. We don't have information at this time on growth rates of these segments. For competition, there's 3 companies, including us, and they account for a little over 50% of the market share. We have 22% of the market share. The second player has 16% market share, and the third player has 15% market share. The rest of the market is very fragmented and made up of several small brands. Here's some market research information that the client just provided. Take a moment to look through. What are your key observations and takeaways? Okay, pause the video for just a few moments and talk out loud what you're seeing here. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way of uncovering key insights. So we seem to be doing well in both the mid and high income segments given our client's product is the top used in the category. However, we don't sell any products to low income customers, so that looks like a potential opportunity. The client wants to ensure that the new product razor has a target cost of 1/3 that of the Vector razor. They've talked with R&D and manufacturing and have 3 identified proposed new features and the relative associated costs. They want you to answer 2 questions. 1, what does the relative cost need to be for the proposed lighter razor handle to meet their target cost objective? And 2, what would the company's total annual profit in year 1 be for the new product both the razor and the blade refills, assuming the company could capture 20% of the low-income market in year one. So pause the video for just a few moments, write down, and then talk out loud your math calculations. Okay, so the first question is around handle cost. So I know the new price needs to be 1/3 of the vector. The vector is 40 plus 30 plus 10 cents. That's 80 cents today. So 3 over 80 is 206 and 2/3. Okay, so about 27 cents, and that's the target cost. So the cost per component is let's see, 30 cents over 25. So I'll multiply each side by 4, so that's 1.2 over 100, so 1.2 cents. And then there's going to be 5 components, so it needs to be 6 cents. The ink is 10 cents times 4 over 10, so it's 1 cent times 4 equals 4 cents. So let's see, 10 cents plus the new razor cost has to equal the target cost of 27 cents. So the new razor cost is 17 cents, but we need to know the relative cost. So that will be, let's see, new over old. So 17 cents over 40 cents. So that is, let's see, 40 goes into 17, 6, 0, 100, 0.425. Okay, so I'm seeing that the relative cost needs to be 42.5%. So now let me address the second question, which is profit. So profit equals 350 million times 20% times the difference, so 33 minus 26 cents. So 350 million times 1/5 is 70 times 7 cents. So that's 70 million times 70 cents. So 70 times 0.07 is 0.004900 40. Yeah, this is about 49 million. No, 4.9 million. Yeah, I'll round that to 5 million. Okay, so then the profit of the blades is 350 million times 20% times 365 over 5. 365 over 5 is 70, 7, 36, 7, 150. 72? 72. So, yeah. So 70 times 1/5 times 72 is, okay, 70 times 72 is 140,490, 5,000, about, so 5.1, about 5 billion. Okay. So then I need to know what's the profit per our blade. And I know it's 0.175 minus 0.125 equals 0.050. So that's profit. It's 10 cents minus 5 cents. That's 5 cents. So then it's really 5 billion times 5 cents equals 5 billion times 0.05, 2.5 million? No. Yeah, 250 million, yes. Okay, now let's take a moment to think about some considerations when we launch this new product. What should the client be thinking about? Pause the video for just a few moments, talk out loud, and jot down some of your thoughts. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way to generate ideas. Okay, well, we need to make sure that the product can keep its promise, so we need to ensure its quality. We should make sure that we can get the product out there to customers who want it, so we need to make sure we have our distribution in order. And then we need to make sure we invest in marketing so people know about our product, especially since most of our customers just use their own knives and blades today. Let's say the senior VP walks in and wants a quick overview of your findings and recommendations. What would you tell him? Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical recommendation. We're not selling any products to the low income segment, and we should create a new low cost product to appeal to this segment. And we've estimated that we can make about $260 million in profit in just the first year of operations, and there are some considerations that we need to further explore before we go ahead and launch this new product.
Now that you finished the case, I want to remind you to comment on this video with your actual responses. I will then reply back and score each of your responses as either good or great. Go ahead and pause the video now so you can see how I would grade you. What you just saw was a realistic example among the top tier consulting firms. The responses that you heard are what I would consider to be good, but not great answers. Unfortunately, these merely good responses will not get you an offer from the top tier consulting firms. Given the intense degree of the competition, only great performance will virtually guarantee an offer. If you were to take away just one thing, it is this fact. The bar to pass is much higher than you think. You need to see and practice what great performance looks like. So to see the same case with a top 1% performance, just go to passthecase.com/great.